Hi everyone, this is Kansas chapter takeover for Black Breastfeeding Week. I'm super excited to be on here today. I am one of the facilitators at Uzazi Village with Chocolate Milk Cafe. Earlier today we had a call at 1 p.m. So two of our facilitators, Renisha and Kellen, were able to be on the call. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to join. So I wanted to come on and share a few more details in regards to breastfeeding while baby wearing. So let's jump right into it. I have a few notes just because I don't want to miss anything. And feel free to ask questions in the comments below, and I'll get to those. So let me just start by saying, just letting you know a little bit about myself. I am a mom of three, so I have a 15-month-old, a 3-year-old, and a 4-year-old, and I've been breastfeeding for the past 3 years. So I've nursed all of them up until 12 months, and then I did the weaning process for them, which worked out great for me. So I had a positive breastfeeding experience. And was able to find Chocolate Milk Cafe during my 3rd pregnancy, which is so funny, which brings me to being a facilitator now in Kansas City, which is amazing, so that I can help other mothers on their journey throughout breastfeeding. So it's been an exciting journey for sure. And one experience I want to share with you is just going back to my whole experience with breastfeeding and baby wearing. So I remember the first time that I wrapped my son on and he was on my chest, and I felt like it was right because he was hearing my heartbeat. He was close to me. He could hear my voice, my breathing, and it just made me feel very comfortable knowing that I could be on the move. I could nurse, and I wasn't trapped in the house. I could walk around, get exercise. Because being a new mom at first, it really hit me where I'm just like, okay, I'm nursing on demand. So how's this going to work with me going to get groceries and being a mom and just taking care of the household? So baby wearing for sure has saved my life, because I'm thinking like the first 2 or 3 weeks I was in the house, and I'm like, okay, I'm not going anywhere. And there's no way that I can get out of this house. Like, I can't. So when my midwife brought me over a wrap and kind of showed me how to use the baby wrap, because no one in my family or anybody had ever mentioned like baby wearing, and you want to help yourself. Okay. You want to help yourself and make it easy and just make life easy. So strap your baby on and you can do everything. It's easy. This is Margaret. Say hi to everybody. It's okay. So after I learned how to wrap and just do different techniques, it was golden, because I was that mom that was stuck, like I said, in the house for, I want to say the first month or so, and I was just like watching the baby and his every move and movement, and I'm just like, okay, I can't cook, I didn't get anything done today, laundry's not done, like I was in awe about how beautiful he was, and I just wanted to watch him all day. So when I got the wrap, obviously I was able to hold him all day, because that's what you want to do being a first time mom. You want to hold your baby all day and just snuggle and have them on you, and especially if you're nursing. So yeah, just my little experience there. But I do want to kind of go into some benefits of how, wearing your baby in a carrier, the benefits that will help you. So I have 7 benefits that I'm just going to run through really quick. If you have any questions, just like I said, put them in the comments below. So it frees up your hands. You're able to multitask. Like I was just saying, now you can do laundry and you can make dinner and feel confident that baby is on you, and I'm pretty sure baby's sleeping after 10 minutes of you wrapping baby on, because it's just so soothing and comfortable. Like your vibration of your movement, if you're cleaning house, is definitely going to put them to sleep. Keeping your baby safe and comfortable while traveling. So during this time, we're stuck in the house, but there are some, families that are out there traveling, and in the airports, this has saved our life. My husband loves wearing the kids. So if you're in the airports and you're traveling around, definitely have your carrier with you, because it's going to help you to navigate not holding their hand, but having baby close, and being able to nurse as you're, getting on the plane or settling in on the plane, versus like all the car seat situation and stroller and doing all that. Also, it's going to keep you bonded with baby. So after you go back to work and you feel like after having a baby, it can be painful, and now you have to go back to work, and you're going to lose that bond with baby. But just know that once you're back home, and if you wrap your baby on, baby feels snug and against you, and is always going to remember, like, obviously love mom and want to be on you. So it's going to give you that little pick-me-up of you're not losing your bond even though you're going back to work. So a really, really good one that I absolutely love is Babywearing, relating to building your milk supply. So the body works in mysterious ways, for sure. So if you're worried about the drop in milk supply, it often helps to get more skin-to-skin contact, which triggers the release of oxytocin needed to boost your supply. So Babywearing is so good for that, because your baby is skin to skin, very close to you, snug. And if you're pairing like a nursing tank, which I always did when I wore my babies, while breastfeeding, I just had this really easy, kind of pull down tank, to where as I was wearing them, I could just kind of pull it down and they were able to nurse, and obviously in that upright position. So after their nursing session, I would then go into burping them, and I never had any like spit ups or any issues with that. Another good thing about Babywearing is soothing the fussy feeder. So as your baby gets older and is moving around a little bit more, these long breastfeeding sessions don't last like that. So they don't last as long. So it's natural for it to be a bit more challenging. So just like changing position, and when your baby gets bigger, so around 4 to 6 months, you're able to put baby on your back if you have a structured carrier, which I absolutely love. And they love hanging out and just exploring the world as you walk around or take a walk and change scenery. So that's always a good one. So if your baby is fussy, then just kind of changing the position. If you have a carrier that is able to do like maybe the back carrying method, they'll find it really cool, and play with your hair and all that fun stuff. And also Babywearing, so number 6, I have, it encourages longer naps. So my experience with all of my little ones is that while carrying them, I would get them on a routine of sleeping for like 2 to 3 hours. And I know this is going to fluctuate between parents and just how your baby is. I didn't have the luxury of having a baby come right out and be a really great sleeper. It really took me getting on a routine, and like having a nap routine and just having a routine with the baby carrier. So that's like another cool idea for like breastfeeding moms. If you get to the point where you can create yourself a routine to kind of work with throughout your day, if you know like the plan of the days are usually this, then you can kind of flow with it, and your baby will catch on and get used to your routine, and you'll be golden. So soothing feeling for them being worn is always, it always encourages the babies to have longer naps. That's definitely worked for me. And then the last one I think I already touched on, but it helps with better digestion by keeping the babies upright after nursing. Can help keep your milk from, can help keep the milk down so that they may not spit up as much or awaken a few minutes later with gas pain. So like I said, I never had any issues while nursing in the baby wrap, because they were always in that upright position. And I think if you were on earlier and you saw Renisha, she was doing like a little tutorial of the ring sling, and she kind of did the laying method to where you can lay your baby down. And I only recommend that if you're experienced with baby wearing, because new moms, obviously you don't want to do that because you still are getting used to how to even wear a ring sling and how to use it and how your baby needs to be positioned, because there are safety tips that come along with baby wearing. So you want to make sure that safety first, obviously, and that you have practiced and you know what you're doing, so that you don't cause any falls or anything, so baby doesn't fall out and you don't have an accident. So that's what we're going to jump into right now. I don't want to make this super long because I know that they were almost on for an hour today. But I did want to touch on some safety tips for baby wearing, because it's very important. So I have a list that I'm going to go through with you for all the new moms out there, or moms that haven't worn babies, that are interested in these tips. And also I want to mention, if you are in the Kansas City area, Uzazi Village has lots of different wraps on hand. So if you follow us on Facebook at Uzazi Village, that's Uzazi Village, Village, you're able to Facebook message us and just let us know that you need help with a baby wrap, you need a baby wrap, you would like a one-on-one like tutorial with you and your baby, because we have different wraps that you can choose from, and we'll show you how to wear them. So before you leave, you'll feel 100% comfortable with wearing your baby, and knowing that tomorrow when you wake up, you're not going to be struggling trying to figure out how to get it on, how to get baby in, and how you're going to manage working from home and caring for your baby, because that's really important right now. I know a lot of moms are home and maybe struggling with trying to juggle toddlers, baby, and just trying to figure it out when you have those fallout moments, because they will come, but trying to maintain and get things done, because moms are very busy. Let me just pull this up so I can go through it. Okay. And I don't think I mentioned that wearing your baby reduces crying. So it's fun for them. It's really fun for them. Like my 3-year-old is like 27-ish pounds, and she loves being worn. Like if she sees me wearing Margaret, my 15-month-old, she will kind of get upset because she wants to be worn too. So definitely, if you have multiple toddlers, know that you can wear one in the front, one in the back, and go on about your day. I see that Lydia has hopped on, so I can try to add her on. She is one of our newest facilitators, labor and delivery nurse, IBCLC, and so beautiful, has so much knowledge. I wanted to kind of have her go over the kindness cup that we're going to have in the raffle bags that was talked about earlier today, just so you can kind of see what it looks like, how you can use it, and what benefits it has for moms that are planning to breastfeed or that are breastfeeding. Okay. I hope everyone has had a great week. The content has been so beautiful for Black Breastfeeding Week. Okay. So to go over, just waiting on Lydia if she decides to join us, but I want to go over the important tip for safety with baby wearing. So if you are familiar with baby wearing and you have been doing it a while, I'm pretty sure you may have heard of this, but baby wearing community calls it TICS, so TICKS, and I'm gonna run through what this means. So T, starting with T, um, meaning tight. So baby should be upright, tight enough in a carrier that they're held safely against whoever is wearing them. So whether it be you, your spouse, or mom, this helps prevent accidental falls. Like I was kind of saying earlier. You just want to make sure that you've practiced beforehand. And I always find it's helpful to like just be in front of a mirror and whatever wrap you choose to play around with. That's why I always say try to go to a group that has wrapping, like baby wearing, to where you can kind of play around with different wraps to see which one fits you and see which one you like the best, because there are a ton of wraps out there, and I always get the question of what's the best wrap. Honestly, I couldn't tell you because it depends on you. So do you like a lot of fabric? Do you like the structure to where you pretty much clamp them in? It just kind of depends on how you feel and how it feels on you, because it has to be comfortable on you. So you just don't want baby to be comfortable. You want to be comfortable too, because you're carrying baby for maybe a couple hours or 3 hours, however long you're in the carrier, or however long the baby is in the carrier. So moving right along, because we'll come back to that. So in view at all times. So meaning baby's face should be visible, to you, so that you can monitor their breathing. You can also keep an eye on the baby's mood, if you can see them. C, close enough to kiss. I love this one because this kind of gives you the cue on if baby's high enough, or if you need to, rearrange and tighten. So can you lower your head and kiss the top of your baby's head? If not, you should reposition them in the carrier until they're high enough for you to kiss their head with little effort. So, K is to keep the chin off of chest. So look at your baby to ensure there's a gap of about 2 fingers wide under their chin. If they're in a good upright position with their spine curved and their legs squatting, it's less likely that their chin will drop. S, supported back. And this is very important. So while you want your baby to be secure, resist over tightening the carrier over their back. So you should have your carrier tight enough that there's no gap between your baby and your body, but loose enough that you can slide your hand in between the carrier. That's very important. And I'm just going to go through a few tips on types of baby carriers, because like this one's a really good question. I know Renisha earlier, she went over the ring sling, which I absolutely love because I've used it multiple ways, and just once I got used to it and I knew that the ring sling, once you put it in position, so you're feeding it through the ring, once you feed it through there, and say you have a newborn, so you feed it through there and you've gotten yourself the little pouch that's, enough fabric for your newborn. For that whole stage, you don't have to reposition that to where you have to feed it back through the ring. You're pretty much set. So all you have to do is put it over your head, whichever shoulder you're going to have the ring on. And then at that point, you're just tugging on one side and the next to either tighten it or loosen it up. But you're good. You don't have to refeed it. So when you are done carrying baby, you're just going to take it off, and then you can kind of just hang it up, put it in your purse, in your bag, whatever. And it's easy for you just to grab, and it's already in position. You just have to tighten to adjust, which I think is great. And then I've also, you know, maneuvered that laying position that Renisha was talking about earlier, when I was like walking in the park and I needed to nurse my baby. And of course, she was, you know, about, I want to say 10 months, so bigger. So I just kind of laid her down in that like position, that cuddle position where you roll over in the middle of the night and you nurse, and it's so comfortable. You don't have to get up to do anything. So it's kind of like that because she's just laying there in that position, that perfect position to nurse. And I'm like, this is beautiful. I just kind of tightened it a little bit and let her lay there and nurse. And then once she was finished, pick her up upright to burp her and then just reposition her back up upright. So it's beautiful for just all those different ways that you can use it once you know how to maneuver it and you're kind of a pro at that point. So the first wrap I'm going to talk about is the soft wrap. And this is a long piece of cloth that is typically made from cotton or spandex blend. You may also hear that it's called like a stretchy wrap. Mama. And I love these because you can kind of position it as an X on your back and maneuver it that way. Really good for like the fall and winter because those cloth wraps are very warm. Like the Moby wraps. If you use the Moby wraps, it's kind of like that with all that extra fabric. And you can wear it in a couple different ways. Let's go and talk about the ring sling really quick. So this type of carrier is worn on one of your shoulders, either left or right, whichever one. It's a sturdy like woven fabric. Some are linen blend fabric. And like I said, ring slings are very portable. They are stiffer and more structured, so they allow you to move it comfortably and carry large babies and toddlers. And recently I just came across just like a little tip out there for all of the moms that have been baby wearing, but there's a wrap that will hold up to 60 pounds, which is hilarious. That's so funny because my 4-year-old is about 45 pounds and we have the structured carrier. And that's pretty much where you can do the forward wearing and the back wearing, which I love because I love putting them on my back and just kind of doing what I need to do. Is, you know, since they're bigger, they like being on my back more. But yeah, he's about 45 pounds and he still fits in the carrier, but I don't obviously need to carry him. But let's say we were in the airport or something like that, then maybe if I didn't want him running around or just touching things like toddlers do and we're like on a mission to get to the plane like quick, I would probably wrap him on. But it's so good because there's so many different structured wraps, and like I said, there's one that holds up to 60 pounds, which is amazing. And if you're still nursing past that 12-month mark, which a lot of moms are, then you just have that luxury of being able to confidently be on the go and nurse, and it's beautiful. That haven't had that experience with baby wearing, I want to tell you that baby wearing saved my life. It helped me so much throughout nursing and having 3 and just being able to multitask and really get things done. And like I said, now I'm kind of using that as well when I need it with working from home and just being able to, you know, wrap Margaret on when needed to comfort her and soothe her. And it's very soothing. Like, your babies will love it. Again, I just want to say that definitely if you're in the Kansas City area, you can reach us through Uzazi Village Facebook page, send a message. I'll probably be one of the ones to help you find your wrap and show you different ways to wear it. We have a phone number. So if you are in Kansas City, it's 816-541-3718. Give us a call Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 9 to 5, and we'll find a time to meet with you in person and help you get set up with a wrap. If you aren't in the Kansas City area, and reach out to your Chocolate Milk Cafe group, your support group, any support group for mom. Reach out to them, and I'm sure that they have a resource for a baby wearing group that you're able to go in, and maybe they have something like a library lending baby wearing group, which is really cool. So look in your area because they're so fun. You get to try so many cool different wraps, newer ones, and ones that you may not even think that you would like, that you love. So definitely check that out. It's so important to just incorporate that into your life so that you can feel supported and know that, hey, I can get everything done today with no issues. I got this. So with that being said, I am going to end the call with just chatting a bit on our raffle that we have going on here in Kansas City. So we have 10 winners that Renisha earlier had mentioned. So congratulations, ladies. I don't know if you're on this platform for Instagram, but if you are and you're watching out there, just know that I'm going to reach out to you via Facebook, and we are going to have all the pickups at Uzazi Village. We're going to have all the pickups at Uzazi Village. So we'll plan to meet you there so you can pick up your prize. And I'm super excited for you to see what's inside. I know Kellen kind of went over the Black Breastfeeding book that you get that has so many good voices in there of moms and their experiences. I love hearing moms and their experiences, good and bad, because there's always learning that can be done for breastfeeding, and sharing with other moms so that they potentially don't experience that bad experience that you did. That, and I think Renisha went over she was talking about the haka a little bit and just about the mini pillows that's going to be inside, but there's so many different goodies. And if you check out the Chocolate Milk Cafe Instagram page, you'll kind of see a little picture of it. I didn't want to give everything away because I want you to be super excited that you've won these goodies and to go through them, and just get excited for the bag that is going to support you for the start of your breastfeeding journey. So moms that are pregnant and planning to breastfeed, and moms that have a newborn up to 6 weeks, I'm super excited for you. And I'm just so thankful to be a part of Chocolate Milk Cafe and to be a part of sharing experiences and helping people to know about different things like baby wearing. A lot of people were asking me, what does baby wearing have to do with breastfeeding? Like, I don't understand. It has so much to do with breastfeeding, I feel, because it helps you throughout your journey. It helps with your milk supply, and that skin to skin, I'm telling you, is so key. The first 24 months of your baby's life is so important. If you haven't worn your baby before, please, after this call, go and play around and find a wrap and start wearing your baby. It's going to be so much fun for them, especially if they're older, for you to wear them on your back. And for all the moms breastfeeding, try the ring sling, because there's so many cool ways that you can breastfeed. And have it as like a little cover as well. If you're out and about, and you don't have to have that extra cover. I know I see moms sometimes like carrying loads of stuff, and it's just like, okay, all I need is my ring sling because I have all this fabric to kind of work with, so I'm good. I don't need to juggle and carry everything around with me. You just need your baby wrap and you are good to go. No more of those strollers, taking them out the car. No more of taking those heavy car seats out the car when we go into the store. Like, let's have our baby wraps on. So then everything is already in position. We grab baby, put baby in position. And then just making sure, I don't think I touched on making sure, like when you're newborn, when you have your newborn, if you plan to do a structured wrap, it comes with an insert for your newborn to just have that padding to sit up. And then if you do the ring sling, you obviously want to make sure that your newborn, his or her legs are frogged in that position. Yeah. Does anybody have any questions, or has anyone not worn their baby while breastfeeding? You can comment down below, or does anybody want to chime in about how Babywearing has supported them throughout their breastfeeding journey? Feel free to go live with me right now and share your experience if you feel up to it. I'd love to hear someone's experience with Babywearing and breastfeeding. Anybody feel open to join me live right now to share a few minutes of how your experience has been? If not, that's okay. So yeah, I think I touched on everything. I'm super excited that I got to come on and be live today. And I just want to say that I celebrate all of you moms out there that are breastfeeding, that did breastfeed, that tried to breastfeed. I'm proud of you and happy for you and here for you. So I hope everyone has a great night, and thanks everyone that has joined in just to kind of listen to how Babywearing helps support breastfeeding. I love talking about it, and I'll see you the next time we go live. Take care, everybody.